it'll have to start with me. I'll tell them that I don't agree. Yeah, I'm gonna let them know, 'cause I'll stand up and say so. I'll tell them I believe in the Bible, and what it says is true. And I'm thankful for the ones who died for the old, red, white, and blue. And when they try and take my rights away, I'll proudly stand and tell them no, it ain't gonna happen.
Hey guys, welcome back. We were just here last night, and I'm so grateful to be able to come live again tonight and have one of a dear friend to me. Tim Atwood is going to join us tonight. So let me bring Tim in, and there we go. Hi, Tim. How are you?
Laura, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm even better. Look, it is Mark's birthday, as everybody has seen on Facebook, and it's a big one. It's 50. So I promised I wouldn't schedule any interviews except for you.
Oh my gosh, I bet he's mad at me.
He is not mad at you. He completely understands. I'm like, it's Tim, though. I couldn't say no, and I just couldn't. So I'm glad we were able to work this out. If, in all honesty, if the quarantine thing wasn't happening and the casinos were open, we probably would have rescheduled this. So
well, that's understandable, yeah.
Or we'd have been driving down there to have dinner with you all.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love that.
Well, we talked with Jeff Carson last night, and and we talked. Of course, if you saw that, you saw him talk about how great he loves you both, and you and Jeff did a virtual concert a couple weeks ago. 142,000 people, I think it was up to today, that have viewed that video.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's awesome. And then you just celebrated a birthday.
I did, but I'm a lot more than 50.
You're not a lot more than 50.
Well, I'm a lot more than I want to be. Although it beats the alternative, you know?
There you go. Hey, so, but you did something really cool for your birthday. You had a birthday party that all of us could come and attend. So tell us about that.
Well, we had a birthday celebration right here in our front room. And that was the most people that I've ever had at my birthday party that I couldn't see. But it was very cool. We got, I don't know, 16,000 people, I think, watched it. So, I mean, that's really big. I really appreciate people taking the time and watch me and let me do what I do.
I mean, and look, you're not a stranger to playing in front of big crowds. I mean, you toured. Okay, so I'm gonna look at this picture real quick. I'm gonna share this picture with everybody. Says I want you to talk about it for a second. So let me see if I can remember how to do this to where it looks okay. Okay, let's share this one. Okay, so there we go. Look at that sexy band member.
Oh my gosh.
So tell us about this one.
Well, that was it. We did a band album. Jim Ed's band was called the Jims, and we did a band album. Porter Wagner produced it. And we all had, at that point, all the bands wore matching outfits. So everybody in the band all dressed alike. I was probably 21, 22. And boy, I had some great times.
Look at that feathered hair. I tell you what, Tim.
I haven't changed that much hair-wise.
Well, and we were talking about your hair a few minutes ago. But real quick, let me backtrack because I totally got off subject. You're not a stranger to playing in front of big crowds. But what's it like now that it's your career and it's not that you're in a band and you all are seeing that many, but people are loving hearing you and listening to your music and talking with you. What's that like for you as an artist?
Well, it's something I always set out to do whenever I moved to Nashville in 1976. I thought I was going to turn Nashville on its ear, as every entertainer does. But I ended up working for Jim Ed Brown for about 3 years. And so I learned my craft. I worked with Lynn Anderson. I worked with a guy named Mel Street, who was a great country singer. He was my first gig in town. But I always wanted to be an entertainer. And by working all those years at the Opry, it was really cool because I got to watch the professionals, the real deal professionals.
Yeah.
Porter Wagner, Jeannie Seeley, Roy Acuff, and Jimmy Dickens. I mean, I got an education. And that's the kind of stuff that I do. I still do that humor and you know, I respected those guys and always wanted to be an entertainer. And this is the cool. I wanted to be one. Now I are one.
Now you are one. See, dreams do come true. Don't ever give up.
That's right.
See, I wanted to do something. I wrote in my diary. I was 13 years old and I still have the diary. I won tickets to see Alabama, front row seats and backstage passes. I was so excited.
Yeah.
So I got to meet the guys and went home that night, wrote in my diary, someday I'll move to Nashville and do something in the music business. Now I can't play an instrument for nothing, and I sure can't sing except in my car, and I'm the best singer there.
Well,
yeah. But, and then, you know, all these years later, I ran into Randy Owen at a benefit, a Wade Hayes benefit, a few years back, and I had him sign that page in my diary because it was just kind of like a full circle moment. And I'd much rather be doing this because I've met some of the most awesome people. So dreams do come true, just maybe not the way you envision them at first. But and I mean, you're having so much success. And one of your album that's out right now is Living the Dream.
yes.
And the single off of that, I'll Stand Up and Say So. Tell us about this song. There's also a little story about a bracelet that goes with this song, correct?
Yes, there is. I was doing a TV show as music director on the, I can't remember, ICMA Awards. And I was the music director. And there was a guy by the name of Chuck Day, and he did that song. And I told Roxanne, I said, man, I have got to do that song because it says everything that I want to say. And it was just such a cool thing to be able to get that song and be able to record it. And I was singing that song one night at one of the venues here in town, and this lady heard me do the song. And she had been in the service. And she walked over to Roxanne and said, was Tim ever in the service? And Roxanne said, no, but we have a son who's a veteran of the Iraq War. And but the song moved her so much. There was a plane that went down during the Gulf War, and there was a gentleman, Captain Grimm, was on that plane. Well, whenever they lose members of the service, you can get these memorial bracelets like that, the big silver one. And anyhow, whenever he got killed, Stacy, I later learned her name, Stacy gave me this bracelet. She had worn it for 26 years. And she was so moved, and she said, I'm going to give this to you. But she said, don't ever take it off. And she said, if you'll mention Captain Grimm, his memory will never die. And so I've worn it now for about 4 years. I never take it off. And it's a reminder of one of the soldiers that lost his life to this country.
And what you all are working on something?
We are.
We're cheering up. Tim, I can't. Go ahead.
Well, we're getting ready to do a documentary, and I'm going to return this bracelet to the family after wearing it. It's been worn for 30 years, and just to let them know that he was not forgotten. And for the past 30 years, we've kept his memory alive, and we tracked down his dad and his brothers, and we're doing a documentary on it, so it'll be out once we can get back. His father lives in Las Vegas, so we've got to fly to Las Vegas to present the bracelet and everything. So,
how awesome! That is so awesome to be a part of something like that, and I'm sure his family is truly grateful because if I understand right, his family there's 6 of them that are veterans or career military.
Yeah, the whole family was military, all 6 of them. And that's, to me, that's really special to know that it's a whole family supporting this country, and they deserve the respect. and we need to honor them. And I'm just so thrilled to be able to get to do that. It's like God put this in my life, and I went, "It's so cool." So to be a part of something so big.
Yeah, again, another full circle moment. So, segue, would you mind playing that song for us?
I will be happy to do that. I'm going to use my microphone. Is that okay?
You go right ahead.
I've had allergies and I don't sound really good right now, but the microphone's going to fix all that.
You got that auto tune in there, the auto allergy remover.
Yeah, that's what I need. That's for sure. This is called "I'll Stand Up and Say So." I heard him say on the radio, they're gonna take the 10 Commandments from the courthouse lawn, and some others say that they have the right to burn our country's flag. The list goes on and on. Guess I'll have to say I'm tired of all this living around. We need the backbone to stand up, stay no. But it'll have to start with me. I'll tell them that I don't agree. I'm gonna let them know, 'cause I'll stand up and say so. I'll tell them I believe in the Bible. What it says is true. I'm thankful for the ones who died for the old, red, white, and blue. When they try and take my rights away, proudly stand and tell them no, it ain't gonna happen. 'Cause I'll stand up and say so. On every monument in Washington, words are inscribed of God and country, things they weren't ashamed to say. Have you ever thought of the price we pay to defend our country's freedom? They can't take that away. Guess I'll have to say I'm tired of all this liberty. We need the backbone to stand up and say no. It'll have to start with me. I'll tell them that I don't agree. Yeah, I'm gonna let them know, 'cause I'll stand up and say so. I'll tell them I believe in the Bible. What it says is true. I'm thankful for the ones who died for the old, red, white, and blue. When they try and take my rights away, I'll proudly stand and tell them no, it ain't gonna happen. 'Cause I'll stand up and say so. Hey, tell them I believe in the Bible. What it says is true. I'm thankful for the ones who died for the old, red, white, and blue. When they try and take my rights away, I'll proudly stand and tell them no, it ain't gonna happen. 'Cause I'll stand up and say so. Oh, it ain't gonna happen. 'Cause I'll stand up and say so.
Yay. Thank you so much, Tim. It's so good. It is so good. And we talked about this in we talked about this in February at CRS, about that song and how a lot of people just are afraid to stand up and say so. And you and I both kind of had the same opinion of, I'm going to say I believe in God. I'm going to say that I have rights. And, those are things that people sometimes shy away from. Artists definitely tend to shy away from it because radio shies away from it. But I am so glad that you didn't, because you're being true to who you are. And I think that's what makes a great artist all the time anyway, as long as they can stay true to what they really believe.
Yeah. I gotta be me. I gotta be me.
Well, and speaking of you, so I'm going to throw up this other picture because I love it. And okay, so I was sent this picture. I'm going to share the screen again and try to make this work out. Here we go. Let's see. So now we have you with, let's see, is that a pop up there? Can you see it? Oh,
not yet.
All right. Well, oh, here we go. There we go. There is you and Miss Anna Nicole Smith. Look at that.
Yeah, buddy, I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat right there.
Yeah, you are. So, okay, tell us the story, because I know the story, but you have to tell it, because I don't think anybody could tell it like you can.
All right. Well, Anna Nicole Smith came to the Opry one night, and it was so cool just to meet her, such an icon. And anyhow, it was one of those nights where she had one of those wraparound dresses on, where it splits in the middle and everything. Yeah. Well, she was sitting right in the front row, and I was playing, and I was only just probably 20 feet or so away from her. And all of a sudden I looked down and I didn't know. I thought she didn't have any underwear on, but she had a little gold dog sitting in her lap. But from where I was at, I couldn't tell what was happening. And then all of a sudden, man, I looked down and I see this mouth open with teeth in it. That's when I realized she had a puppy in her lap.
Either that or something was really wrong.
Yeah, there was problems for sure.
There was either an issue or it was a puppy.
Yeah. That's a true story. It was so fun. I mean, I'm telling you, that was just like, oh my gosh,
I mean, you weren't distracted at all, right?
Yeah. And then she actually got up on stage. The dancers asked her to dance with them. And so she got up and she was doing the clog and all this kind of stuff. And like I said, she had that dress.
In a wraparound.
Yeah. And she did a spin. And all of a sudden I looked over and she's got a gold lame thong on. And I thought, that's it. I forgot what key I was in, what song I was doing. I went, oh my gosh, I thought that may be the first time anybody's ever wore a thong on the Grand Ole Opry. At least somebody to see it. You know?
At least that anybody knows for sure of.
Yeah. I went, wow.
How funny. And see what great memories. I can only imagine all the stories and things that you need to write a book and tell us some of those backstories so we'll know them. But it's great. Those are great stories. I also heard one when you were with Jim Ed Brown that you had on the tour jacket, because they used to have those really cool satin tour jackets.
Yeah.
And something like Great Bear Lake or Mountain. And,
yeah, it was Great Bear Lake. Yeah.
And what happened? Somebody caught you at a picture?
Yes, it was a picture. We were at Great Bear Lake in Colorado, and I jumped up on a stump and decided to moon the camera. So I mooned the camera, and then when we looked, that was back when you had to have film developed. And we got it back, and I forgot that I had on my Jim Ed Brown tour jacket. So I'm up on this stump with my bare bottom showing and with my jacket. I thought, man, of all the signs, that was just terrible. But Jeannie Seeley got a copy of that picture. And It hung in her bathroom for years. For over 30 years, she had that in her bathroom. Well, in 2010, when the flood came, she lost virtually everything. But one of the things that survived was
Was
that
your
picture of my butt.
was your butt.
That,
Your butt made it through the flood.
I made it through the flood. And then she married Gene Ward. And I now, he said, man, I don't want to look at Tim Atwood's butt every time I go to the bathroom. So I now reside in Jeannie Seeley's attic. So she still got it.
But your wife, Roxanne, she saw your butt before she met you, correct?
Oh, yeah. She saw the picture. Yeah. So that may be what attracted her to me. I'm not sure.
Never know. You never know. And she's probably never going to tell you.
No, she's not.
I love you so much. And you know that there's this light and there's this, I can't describe it around you and Roxanne. And you just gravitate all this positivity and all of this joy and laughter. And every time that we talk, I feel good afterwards, even if I'm having a crap day. I look forward to it because I know I'm going to walk away from it smiling or laughing or feeling really good. And you've been so kind to us, and I can never thank you all enough for that. I'll sit here and I'm going to tear up again because you for my birthday, oh my gosh. So, because I've never properly got to see you face to face since then, to say, I love you for that. You played James Taylor's You've Got a Friend. And I told you from now on, that's our song because I needed to hear it then. And I told Jeff Carson last night when we talked that I believe God puts me in directions and has me hear things that I'm supposed to hear when I'm supposed to hear them. I needed to hear on my birthday that song from you. And it is in my heart forever. And I can never thank you enough for that. So personally, that's my personal part of this that has nothing to do with Tim's career, other than he is exactly what you see is what you get. This genuine, big-hearted, great person. And I think I'll write the foreword in your book.
Well, if I do what I want you to, I'll never forget one of the first times I remember we were doing the John Barry thing, and you made me feel so welcome. And I was really relaxed. There were some other people I wasn't relaxed with, but it was just like there was this instant spark for me whenever I met you. You just had a light about you, and I just thought it was so cool. And I'm so thankful that you're my friend, and I love you with all my heart. You've just been so kind, and I do. You're the best.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, and I'm going to say this, and then I'll let you sing another song that I'll probably cry at too, but I'll be off camera for that one. But it's not about. I mean, you have a great team around you, and that team knows where I'm coming from when I say this. That we are not about the numbers, the likes. Don't get me wrong, I love them. Don't go away. You'll keep liking us and following us.
Yeah.
But it's not about that for me. It's about the fact that we take care of the artists. And it's about the fact that we get out there, the music that you all are playing, and it's building these lasting relationships, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, are relationships, not a blue check mark that somebody likes our page. So I adore you. And you're going to do Blue Umbrella for us?
I am. We lost John Prine this year to the COVID. And I've been doing this song. I learned it from a buddy of mine named Jim Harper back in Peoria, where I'm from. And I learned this song probably, man, I'm going to say 45 years ago or more. And if you'd like to hear it, I'll do it.
I would love to hear it. I've got my tissues ready just in case, because you never know.
Well, this is one of those songs that is about a man and his wife are just having trouble, and that happens. But he wrote this song about it, and it's always knocked me out, called Blue Umbrella.
All right, take it away, Tim.
Feelings are strange, especially when they come true. I had a feeling you'd be there soon. Tried to rearrange all my emotions. They seem the same no matter what I do. Blue umbrella rests upon my shoulder. I hide the pain while the rain beats on my mind. My feet are wet for thinking this thing over. Seems so long since I felt the warm sunshine. Just give me one good reason. Promise I won't ask you anymore. Just give me one extra reason, so I can figure out the other four. So I can figure out the other four. Daytime makes me wonder why she left me. Nighttime makes me wonder what I said. But next time is the only thing I count on. Last time was the only word she said. Blue umbrella rests on my shoulder. I hide the pain while the rain beats on my mind. My feet are wet from thinking this thing over. It seems so long since I felt sunshine. Just give me one good reason. I promised I won't ask you anymore. Just give me one extra season, so I can figure out the other four. So I can figure out the other four.
Again, beautiful, beautiful, Tim. Blue Umbrella. Okay, so are you going to cut that song and put it on an album?
I am. We've started a new project. I'm so excited about this project. It's what I mean. I love every song on it. I've liked all the other songs I've cut, but this CD kind of tells everybody who I am musically, because I love everything from old rock and roll to gospel to country. I like pretty much any kind of music, but this has got such a wide variety of stuff on it, and I just love it. We are doing Blue Umbrella on there. We did the old song. You remember, Mama's little baby love shortening, shortening.
I'm not going to sing it. Shortening bread.
I was waiting to hear. I thought your voice went away. I went, oh no, she went away.
My mic was muted. That's what I should have done. No, well, in my head, I started to sing it, and I'm like, wait, there's 49 people on. No.
Just pretend you're in your car.
No.
Okay. Well, the shortbread, we took it and we rocked it up. You know, I like the boogie. I mean, even at my age, I still like to, boogie a lot. And we've got such a cool arrangement of that. We've got, I mean, just a wide variety of stuff. And Roxanne and I wrote one of the songs on there. And matter of fact, I'm a third writer on another song on there. I'm just dabbling in the writing thing. Roxanne's such a great writer. I think she and I could actually, write some things together.
Well, that would be so cool too.
Oh,
that would
yeah.
be really cool. And I know Jeff was blown away by you, and that you all had not met before this and had not played together before this rather, and that you just were amazing and could play anything. What and the other night during your birthday party, how many songs is it? Like 700 and some that you just know?
Yeah, I know at least that many off the top of my head. It's taken me a little longer to learn new ones these days, but I do. When I worked with Jim Ed Brown, I got off the road in 1980, and I started working a single, and I had to work 4 hours. And before I moved to town, I knew a lot of songs. Well, when I got off the road, all I could remember was Jim Ed stuff. So I worked 4 hours, and at that point, I knew 19 songs, and I just played them over and over and over. And I left there 3 years later, and I could do 1,000 songs off the top of my head because I took years. Every day I would learn a song. So
yeah, that's amazing, though. That's amazing to have that kind of in your back pocket. What do you need? Okay, got it. But
yeah.
So when can we expect the new album?
I imagine late summer, early fall.
Okay.
We're working on it right now. We've got a couple more songs we're going to do. I needed a couple more up tempos because there's a lot of ballads on it. There's some power ballads. There's some really cool, almost folk-like. And like I said, I like every kind of music. So this will have a little bit of something. You will like at least one song on this album. And if you would please buy it, even if you like that one song, that would be awesome.
Yes, I'll buy it. I will buy it and drive it to your house to get it autographed. I will buy a physical copy.
I'm actually doing Larry's Country Diner, I think, on the August 15th.
Okay.
August 5th, never mind.
Yeah.
August 5th, we're going to tape it. And I'm doing some new stuff on there, and we should have it out by then, so we'll be able to show it. So.
Okay, cool. I will make sure we keep up with that too. And I told Roxanne and I told Jeff last night, as soon as this quarantine's over, we're driving 2 hours and 15 minutes to Nashville, and the Atwoods and Road Dog Media Group and the Carsons are all having dinner. So we're going to do something.
That would be cool. Well, I got news for you. I don't know how paranoid you are, but if I have to have on gloves, a hazmat suit, a mask, and a shield, I'm getting a hug from you.
Yes, I'm not that paranoid at all. I'm not. We're not even. Look, we've been going for 33 minutes. So if I go into my whole feelings about all of that, we're going to be here a while and people are going to drop off. So I love you so much. You know that. I'll continue to tell you that. I'm sending you kisses and hugs, and I love you both. Thank you for spending some time with us. I know we will catch up again very, very soon.
Well, tell Mark happy birthday for me and Roxanne.
I will do that. He is watching. So
happy birthday, Jeff. Mark.
Jeff, Tim, you're going to get me in trouble. Who's Jeff?
You just said Jeff Carson and I got sidetracked. Sorry. Mark, happy birthday to you. So
now we got to clear it up with Mark and Kim. Golly, Ned, you started something.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Anytime. You know that our doors are always open. Our webcams are always open to you and Roxanne. You know that. We love you. You all make sure that you keep up with Tim, timatwood.com, all his social medias, and make sure you get on there. Follow him. Stay tuned he's always doing something. And if you just need a laugh, if you're feeling down that day, check him out, because I guarantee there's something on that page that will make you smile. So we love you so much. You all take care, and we will see you all very soon.
God bless you, honey. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.